The wheel and safety lights have been extinguished on the Kia pace car, and the Paramount Auto Group was going to make that hard left turn on the pit road, and we'll go back to green flag racing here.
All eyes are going to be on, excuse me, Bobby Mears and Ethan Elder as they'll get back into the Jeff Kincaid restart zone here momentarily. Green flag is back out here at America's Most Famous Short Track with Bobby Mears leading them into turns 1 and 2.
Going to clear everybody as they work their way back down to 3 and 4. Going to keep the lead, but
look at Ethan Elder hanging it out on the high side, man.
Yeah, Ethan Elder said, I'm not going to give it up that easy this time. You're going to have to work. I need this championship.
Elder's still on that high side trying to
clear Delaney Gray, but not going to be able to do it as they work their way back into 3 and 4. Delaney Gray holding tight there on the bottom of 3 and 4 as they come back to the flag stand.
Looks like out of the exit of turn 2, Ethan Elder is going to have to try to figure out a different way around as he now gets a chance to drop in behind, but now is back to the P3 spot.
And looking for a championship tonight, that's not the way that you want to do it, is going backwards. He's going to have to try to work his way back up towards the front here as the laps start to wind down.
A little bit of action back further in the field. The 55 making a run on the on the inside of the 47. With the 27 looking up high. Oh, a little bit loose right there into Doug's Fleet and Auto Glass 55.
And it's Riley Campbell from Catawba, North Carolina, trying to make their way up through the field. Bright yellow rims on that 5.5.
Close racing action right there between he and the 47. Three-way battle here.
I think that's for 9th place, Cale.
Yep, that looks like it is correct, Matt. But the 47, at least for the moment, that's Fisher, has made it past the 27. He looks down low. He was getting a run there. We'll go back to that action right there. He is getting a great run on the bottom side there. Makes that pass on the 55 of Campbell. Now he looks to go up further a little bit. He looks like he's gotten the cards really come to life here, man.
Yep, 14 laps to go, working their way back up front. Back up to the front. Got a battle for the lead, Cale.
Bobby Mears trying to hold off the 84 of Gray. Mears almost into the wall, comes back down, tries to pinch Gray on the bottom side, and Gray looks like he's going to at least lead that lap, trying to look for a win here.
Yeah, Ethan Elder hoping that they don't get together and cause him any issues on his path to a championship tonight, but it does look like Gray, for the time being, has got the inside track on P1.
Great racing action right here, and you hope if you're Ethan Elder, you really would like to see these guys either bump each other out of the way or at least hold each other up enough that you could come and maybe make a charge yourself for the win here tonight to finish off what has been a great season for that young man and trying to get a championship here.
Really looked like Gray was going to be able to make that pass, Cale, but has to fall back in line in second place. A little further back, things heating back up for P10. Fisher in all kinds of trouble as the double nickel tries to make that move on the inside, working his way back up towards the front.
Yep, Riley Campbell, local man here at Hickory, trying to make his way back forward. Look at the 01 with machine riding through there with a purpose, getting past the 7. What a power move there.
Yeah, that's our leader, Bobby Mears, working that lap traffic, trying to keep Gray behind him as they work back down.
Gray on the inside, down the back straightaway. He's looking inside now.
Going to have a lap car to contend with there. Oh, somebody's looped it around. Oh, no, that's our championship contender. Ethan Elder has looped it around on the coming out of turn 2.
Oh, no, absolutely not what that young man wanted to see with just 8 laps to go. Man, what happened?
Have to wait and see if we've got a replay on that. Things seem to be going according to plan for Ethan Elder until it wasn't.
Man, what a heartbreaker right there for him. It could definitely hurt him in the point standings here. I mean, he's got a little bit of a padded lead over Delaney Gray, but Delaney Gray now leading the race.
Yeah, that's not the fortune that you wanted to have turn for you. The way they're lined up right now, it looks like Bobby Mayers is still out front. Delaney Gray is in second. Ethan Elder was in third, but I'm not sure where he'll have to restart when we go back to green flag racing. But with just 8 laps left, you can't afford to lose too many spots for sure.
No, absolutely not. And again, with just a handful of laps to go, how many positions is he going to be able to get back?
I'm sure he will be a man on a mission whenever the green flag drops. It will be exciting to see how far forward he can go. Kind of had been settled in that second, third place battle all night, and it went south in a hurry.
As we get to wheel safety lights are extinguished, we'll get ready to cut them back loose, presumably for the final time here with just 8 laps to go, 30 laps the distance in the Allison Legacy Series here tonight.
Looks like our series points leader is going to line up in about 8th place, Cale. 8 laps, 8th place. Can he hold on for the championship?
Looking to try to do it tonight as we get ready to get back into the Jeff Kincaid restart zone. Bobby Mayers, Delaney Gray.
Mayers with another good restart, going to edge out in front of everybody as they work back into 1 and 2. Delaney Gray not going to go away.
Pandemonium at the back of the field of 18 in the wall. What a hard hit. The 55 gets into him and causes. Here we go. Here's an instant replay right here, Matt. And as they go into the turn right here,
18 gets in the back of the 55.
and then he comes and shoots back across, and it just gets silly in a hurry.
The whole front end tore off of the 18 machine. Doesn't look like he is going to be able to continue, I wouldn't think. Stranger things have happened tonight, though.
This is true. Could come back and win the race. Just ask the guy who won the limited race. And there's the 55, who now has a modified.
Yep.
What a hard hit. The 55
see what the inside of one of these Allison Legacy
gets
cars
into
look like.
him and causes. Here we go.
Will give you a sneak peek into one of them.
18 there, as you can see, he's taking the belts and stuff off. The winning net's down, so that's a good sign, but just not a great end to his night. And you can see that young man getting out dejected. He's just not happy with the way his night turned out here at Hickory. And they are going to go put him on the hook. Hickory Speedway Safety Safari getting out there and doing the hard work, getting some of the sheet metal that flew off those 2 race cars out there and putting it in the back of the safety truck as track cleanup continues.
Well, Kel, I guess it's kind of starting to look like it's a good thing that there's some time off after the conclusion of tonight's racing action.
There's going to be a lot of competitors going to have to lick their wounds and fix some race cars before February.
Yeah, it's a shame that stuff like that happens, but at least you do have some time to work on your car, and hopefully you get it put back together, and it's better than ever when you return to racing in February.
We usually have open practice day, the third weekend in February, with our first race held here usually the first or second weekend in March. So we'll be getting ready to take a few months off, but racing will be back quick, quick as you know it. As soon as we get rid of all this cold weather coming our way.
Mm-hmm. Safety vehicles making another lap. Make sure they didn't miss any debris on the racetrack.
When we go back green flag racing, it'll leave us with 8 laps to go. And the conclusion of this, we will draw for 50-50, and then 200 laps of some of the best late models in the Southeast will be coming right at you here for one of the most prestigious events, the Fall Brawl Trophy here at Hickory.
What you gonna do when the Fall Brawl
runs wild on you, brother? That's right, as the great Hulk Hogan would say. Well, I feel like also, as the once with us Macho Man Randy Savage would say, I feel like with nearly 20 cars, 200 laps, the cream will rise to the top in the late model portion of the of tonight's festivities. And like Bill Goldberg said, who's next? Who's going to end up in the wall? Who's going to end up with hurt feelings? Who's going to end up crashed here again tonight?
Well, we've still got a lot of racing action, and it's probably going to continue to be some hurt feelings. The racing action so far tonight has been wild. No end in sight, so to speak, and looks like the safety lights are extinguished on the pace car. We still got 8 laps to finish this thing out in the Allison Legacy Division. Working our way back to the restart zone, see if we can get a clean go of it again. Looks like we got a good restart there, Cale, as they work their way back to 1 and 2. Bobby Mayer's trying to stick that thing back out in front again.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't happen, as he has got a great race car. The 84 slips up the track a little bit and opens the door for
Weston Freeman
to work up front.
Bobby Mayer's working that slightly higher line around 1 and 2, keeping that little car wound up. Ethan Elder not able to advance any so far after the restart, as the laps are starting to wind down. Made his way back to the bottom of the racetrack, looking underneath to pick up one spot, going into P7.
And back there, he's kind of, you dare say he's barred up in traffic a little bit. Not that his car is exponentially faster than the competitors, but he just doesn't have a quick, easy path to the front.
No, he made that pass work, looking to dive bomb under the 33 there, looking for 6th spot. Looks like he might pull that one off as they work their way back down to 1 and 2. The champ is still hanging in there.
Yep, looking to put the final touches on a great 25 racing season is the young man, Ethan Elder, trying to become a champion once again here in the Allison Legacy Series.
Looks like he's completed that pass on Brian Miller for position number 6. Next up will be Kyle Seiler, if he's going to get into the top 5 here tonight, Cale.
2 to go. Double popsicle sticks being shown by flagman Scott Hermans. We pick the action back up front with Bobby Mayers. Definitely not running off with it, but Gray's going to have to figure out something. The 10 here now getting the business from the 67. And IHOP 1 to go. Last lap here. 2 car lengths the distance. Can the 84 generator run here down out of turn 2 into turn 3 one more time? He's going to really roll the bottom. Almost gets there and cannot make it happen here tonight.
Bobby Mayer is going to be your winner.
Followed by Delaney Gray, Weston Freeman, Kyle Seiler. Ethan Elder finishes in 5th place, which should keep his championship hopes front and center. Matthew Davey, Brian Miller, Bryson McGee, Devin Mello, and Riley Campbell, your top 10. We'll get a word with the top 3 finishers right after this.